everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us share some good education together. I like in the morning now, I just went and I opened my browser and I said, what I will talk about today. And then I type, yesterday we spoke about Quran miracle. So I type again, Quran miracle. And then I found this Abdul. This video is made by this Abdul. I will put it for you on the screen. And, the Muslims are desperate to find a miracle because their prophet is not like Jesus, who did everything impossible. Their prophet is empty-handed. So we have to find a miracle for him. And the more Muslims they try to find miracles, the more we laugh. And today is one of the jokes they come with in a very desperate way. This guy, he teach Arabic online in order to convert people to Islam. And this is why I made the channel. It's called Arab for Christ, to teach Arabic for free, so he will not fool you. Let us show you why and how we laugh at them and at their miraculous Arabic. Listen carefully and try not to laugh.
He says, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. Perhaps you will remember or reflect. Reflect about what? About Allah's oneness. Because everything that Allah created was not created as something unique. There is nothing unique in creation. Everything has an opposite.
There's nothing unique in creation. According to which science? First of all, every human being, even his fingerprint is unique. And you Muslim, you fabricated a video saying that the Quran speaks about fingerprints when the Quran is speaking about fingertips. So look how they lie. Suddenly, the Quran says nothing is unique. Nothing is unique. And what he said after saying nothing is unique, listen carefully. Because the joke will not be complete without saying the rest.
Everything has an opposite.
Everything have an opposite. How stupid. Let us see why, after we hear him more.
Complementary pair, you could say.
So pair is the opposite? Since when pair is the opposite? You see how those people, they mix? First of all, if you claim you speak Arabic, you're idiot. It says خلقنا زوجين. The word زوج present what? Present male and female. Suddenly it is about something the opposite. No problem. I will go with you. Did Allah create male Satan and female Satan? Show me the verse. Did Allah create male mule and female mule? The Quran says Allah created the mule for transportation. But all of us, we knew that the mule is not created really. The one is created is a donkey, is a horse, and the mule is simply sexual relation between, a donkey and a horse. It is not really created as a kind. So, when the Quran says we created from everything bare, how accurate that is. Did Allah created male and female angels? Because this is what the Quran is speaking about male and female. But we will go with this guy who claimed to be a teacher for Arabic. Maybe he have something, maybe we misunderstood because we stopped him. Let us hear.
Everything has an opposite or a complementary pair, you could say.
Okay.
So actually, what's being alluded to here in this ayah is Tawheed, the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you look in the creation, you'll see this constantly throughout the creation. Yet Allah, the one who created all this, is one and unique. And there is nothing like him. The previous ayat before it was speaking about Allah constructing the heavens and extending it and spreading out the earth.
Stop. It is a miraculous language to say that we made the earth flat for you. You see here they translate it as we spread the earth. It doesn't say we spread the earth. It says we made it as bed for you. Mahidun is about mahad. The mahad is a bed. We made the earth as a bed for you. Flat. How that can be a miracle? This is the same guy, if you remember, when Muslims debated me and two of them they left Islam. They were saying that the word thumma, when I translated the Quran, they were saying to me, Muslim, they told us you are lying. Thumma does not mean long period of time or after. Chapter 41, verse number 11. They said the Muslim, they translated as moreover, not and then after that, moreover. I said, well, no. Thumma does not mean moreover. Thumma not only it mean after that, thumma it mean that it's long after, a while after. This is the same guy who helped me to make them leave Islam by his video. So I told them, here we go. This is your Muslim teacher who is trying to convert people to Islam, who teach Arabic. He is giving you what is the use of thumma. And this is the video. You can go check it out. The first meaning of thumma. And here he's saying that thumma is a conjunction that usually indicate order and extensive period of time. Order and extensive. So when the Quran says that Allah created the earth in 2 days, this is chapter 41, verse number 9. 2 days to create the earth. Okay, wonderful. And then 4 days to finish everything on the earth. Wonderful. And then thumma, not moreover, which means, as he said in his video, and I agree, it's a conjunction that usually indicate order and extensive period of time. So thumma, which means long after, he went to the sky to design the sky, and the sky was a smoke. Nothing. And then after that, he made them 7 skies. And then after that, he made the lights, which mean the lamps, which mean the stars. Which is total contradiction of chapter number 79, where it is totally the opposite. So by the help of this guy, I was able to make many Muslims leave Islam because they lie to me and they say, oh no, we don't accept this. Thumma does not mean what you are saying. You are a liar. So I got them this guy by his help, and we got them busted.
And it usually indicates order. So it joins between two things, and it indicates order between them, and an extensive period of time.
See? A miraculous language in the Quran. The God who teach that the earth is created first, everything was created in earth first, trees, water, substance, everything. And then thumma, then he went to the sky and the sky was a smoke. And then thumma, he made them 7 skies. And then thumma, he made the 7 skies have lamps. How that can be a miraculous book, which is total contradiction for its own. If you go right now to chapter 79, verse 9, 10, 11, etc., you will see it says the opposite. Remember, Allah never created anything unique. Always there's the opposite. So why Allah he created 7 skies and 7 earth? You know, if the earth is unique, if there is 7 skies and there is 7 earth, if you say to me the earth is opposite from the sky, that's stupid, because we are part of the sky. We are just a little dust in the sky. When we say the sky, is whatever inside the sky. And we are in the sky. But anyway, if we go and read this verse. I mean, this guy, he just started, and we start laughing. He did not even finish his. And how you see, guys, the Muslims, they say they use and moreover, or moreover. This is the lie. When it says, and after that, وَالْأَرْضُ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ دَحَاهَا. After that. But look what happened here. If we change the translation here, just let us change the translation. This is Yusuf Ali. I would choose anyone. Let us say Hilali. Hilali and Khan. All right. It's not moreover anymore. It's after that. And there's a big difference between moreover and after that. So look what happened. In chapter 79, it says, are you more difficult to create or the heaven constructed? Okay. Until now, does not indicate anything about which one is created first. Let us continue. He raised it high, and he has equally ordered it. Allah, he raised up the sky. The sky was where? Down in the earth. And then its night he covered with darkness, and he for noon he bring out with light. So now Allah, he created the sun. You know, we have day, we have night. Wonderful. So now what we understand, that Allah, he constructed the sky. Allah, he lifted up the sky. Allah, he put stars in the sky. Wonderful. And after that, Allah, he made the earth. And after that, Allah, he made water. And after that, he put mountains. But the other verse saying the opposite. The other verse saying that Allah, he finished first the earth. Read carefully. Allah, he created the earth in 2 days. And then after that, he put mountains on it. He put the grass, trees on it, water in it, as you see. Read it. And then after that, you see here it says moreover. We got them busted. Doesn't mean, even in his video it says that thumma is a conjunction that usually indicate order. Which means which one first, which one is after. And not only order, an extensive period of time. It's not something happened right away. And this is what thumma coming for. So if we change the translator again, we will find that thumma in a miraculous way changed from moreover to be then he went to the sky. It's not moreover. Then, well, then that's mean if clearly, actually even translation here is not correct when you say then, but we will let it go. Then he went to the sky and he made it 7 heaven, and the sky was smoke. The sky was a smoke. Read carefully. Huh? Was what? Smoke. There was nothing in the sky. There's no sky actually. There's nothing. Smoke present nothing. And then Allah, he finished the sky as 7 skies, and then Allah, the last thing he did, he created the lamps, the stars. But in the other verses, chapter 79, it is totally the opposite order. And yet the Muslims, they say to us, there is miraculous Quran. So I want to say thank you for this guy for helping me to make many people leave Islam. A God who says that he created the heaven first, the stars first in one chapter, and then he say the opposite in different chapter. I have to agree that is a miraculous language, and he is the idiot of the village. Now let us continue with this guy, because the disaster is not over. We just started. And please guys, don't forget to download the video, because I will try to do it, make it shorter, so you can download it easy and share it.
For us to live on. So these are the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has done. So if you actually read the previous ayat, it's referring to Allah's creation.
Yeah, we did, and we laugh.
Similar to this ayah here. And then after one reflects what occurs in the next two ayat. Something very unique occurs. Because he says, and of all things we created in pairs. Perhaps you will remember.
A challenge to the Muslims. A challenge to the Muslims. Is it true that everything created in pairs? Is it true that everything created in pairs? Do we have female bacteria and male bacteria? Do we have female germs and male germs? Is it true that there is some animals, they are male and female in the same time, even they can change their gender? Is it true that there's some creatures, they have a defect, who they are male and female? Is it true that there is some creature, they are neither male, neither female? So when the Quran makes such a statement, he got himself busted. In the same time, as long Allah He created, it says here, خَلَقْنَا زَوْجَيْن, we created things in pairs. How the Quran says, خَلَقْنَا زَوْجَيْن اثْنَيْن? Let me show you how stupid this book is. Let me open the verse and laugh together. Remember, he just agreed that the word zawjain mean we created everything in pairs, right? Okay. So in chapter 11, chapter 13, chapter 23. Oh boy. The one who speak Arabic, he said, we created and we made from everything zawjain isnayn. Let us see, this one is about the creation. And it is he who spread out the earth. Actually, the same chapter he is quoting, chapter 51, is speaking the verse before it about spreading out the earth. How stupid, repeating the same thing. And yet he insists that he is making the earth flat. This is what spread the earth mean. You see why Allah did not make, we made the earth like a bowl. Did he really spread the earth? Obviously, this is a stupid statement. And then he said, in the top of the earth, mountains. That's stupid again, because the mountains are not something we lay down in the top of the earth. It is something coming from inside the earth. In different verse in the Quran says that Allah, He made the mountains as nails, like the one you hold in the tent with it, which means He inserted inside the earth, when science says clearly that this is absolutely false. Mountains can be created either by the pressure of the tectonic plates from two sides, and that will push the crust of the earth up, or from volcano. It's not something we place in the top of the earth, so the earth will not shake, as the Quran claims. But the important for us here, it says that Allah, He created from everything, from everything made in pairs, two and two. Remember, this guy, he just said that we create, there's nothing is unique in the creation of Allah. Everything have pairs. So if Allah created good, He created evil. Okay. If Allah created male, He created females. No problem. Now Allah created pairs, two and two. Any Muslim can explain to me how He created pairs, two and two. Already you said pairs, so why you are adding two and two? Do we have any Muslim in the chat? Because the second you say we made everything in pairs, and then you say two and two, it's not pairs no more. when you say pair of shoes, well, it is like left and right will make them two. But when you say pairs, two and two, that is not pairs no more. And did Allah create two Adam and two Eve? Very simple question. Did Allah create two Adam and two Eve, Muslims? I'm not going to question how many chicken he made. Maybe he made two chicken, and two rooster. But did the Quran say Allah created two Adam and two Eve? What is this? Amazing language in the Quran. So, those amazing Quranic language, those work for people who do not know Arabic. For us, we are the Arabic Christian. We are the master of the Arabic language. All the 7 huge poetry was hanged on the Kaaba wall, written by 7 Christians. We are your masters. So they are desperate to make a miracle, and now they are trying to find one. But let us continue a little bit, so just to laugh more. I mean, already we killed Allah many times in less than 3 minutes of his video. Continue, my friend.
So what's actually happening is the following 2 ayat are also pairs. And this is actually what the Prophet ﷺ is commanded to say.
Okay, hold on. He just said that Allah created everything in pairs, and he said also that, 2 ayat. Just to explain to you what he... let me play it again, so we can go, and you will laugh with me very bad. I mean, the Muslim, they will call him kafir now. This guy is a kafir. He's not a Muslim. Listen carefully.
The next 2 ayat, something very unique occurs. Because he says, and of all things we created in pairs, perhaps you will remember. So what's actually happening is the following 2 ayat are also pairs.
Did you hear what he said? You see, naive people, they can let this go because they don't know what he's talking about. So he said everything Allah created in pairs. And then he said, and also that to come into ayat, which means the 2 ayat are created by Allah. But the Muslims agree that the Quran is not created. This guy is a kafir, he's not a Sunni. Not a single Muslim Sunni, he accepts that the Quran is created, and actually if you believe in that, the punishment is death. So this guy, he is copying another idiot, the other idiot is copying another idiot, the other idiot is copying another idiot, and the other idiot is copying a Razi, which is a stupid idiot. Muslim consider him a kafir too. And they come with the conclusion, this is a unique verse. Allah, look, those are 2 verses are unique, but I will show you they are not. This guy is stupid. But he just said that those 2 verses, Allah created everything in pairs, and also those 2 verses. You can go right now and search, and you will find that anyone who believes that the Quran is created, he is not a Muslim. Actually, a caliphate, he slaughtered a scholar. He cut his head in the Adha day as a sacrifice to Allah, just because he said the Quran is created. And the funny, they are talking about Tawheed. And he is saying that those 2 verses about Tawheed, how that can be? Because you just said, if you have to agree that the Quran is not created. If the Quran is not created, that means there is 2 non-created. Allah is not created, the Quran is not created. So where is Tawheed? If you say the Quran is not God, no problem. That means it must be created by God. If you say the Quran is not created by your God, then who created the Quran? You will say to me, he is not created. That means it's divine. So how you Muslim, you claim that you believe in Tawheed? And by the way, the word Tawheed, you are an idiot, you speak Arabic and you teach Arabic. Tawheed means unification, does not mean the oneness. Tawheed al-Duwal al-Arabiyyah, uniting the Arabian state. It's a project you work in. How Tawheed became mean oneness. So yes, you believe in Tawheed. You have many gods, you want to unite them, Allah and Akbar. And the 360 idols around the Kaaba. So the Quran that created, Allah that created, but you are making a video saying we believe that Allah is one. So where the Quran coming from? Not created. So the Quran is independent as existence. Quran have nothing to do with Allah. So when Allah he recite Quran, he is borrowing Quran or he is creating Quran? You see how stupid those people are? Are we listening? Someone saying oneness and unification is the same thing. No, my friend. You cannot unify something is already one. That is not a correct statement. Let me show you this comment. Think, please, before you make a statement. You do not unite USA if it is united already. You see, we say United States of America. It's already united. Tawheed is not united. Tawheed unification. It's a process. So if it is one, you do not need to unify. Something is already one. All right? Ethiopian, they go to a church called Tawheed. Whoever that idiot he called Tawheed, this is the same. This is the wrong name, my friend. That is a stupid name. That's because Arabic is not their language. So you are saying to me that Ethiopian, they have a church. This is wrong. So what? Tawheed in Arabic does not mean unity as one. It means unification, as simple as that. So if Ethiopian go into that church and they call it the Church of Tawheed, it's wrong, but it's very close to Christian more than Islam. Why? Because the Christians believe in Trinity. But the Trinity is not Tawheed too, because Trinity is 1, 3 and 3%. So we cannot unify the one. He is already one. So the word Tawheed is wrong. But it's more close to the Christian. They can use it better than Muslims, because how Muslims they say Allah is one and they say the word Tawheed. So don't quote from me, say somebody he quote his church Tawheed. That is wrong name. What if somebody quote his church Islam? Funny argument. So Quran that they created, Allah that they created, and yet the Muslims, they give us headache and they say to us, we believe in oneness of God. And now we have two divine. And he created. And described. Nothing like them. Eternal. So where the Quran coming from? Right? By your understanding, which one come first, God or speech? Are you talking about my God or their God? I don't know what are you talking about. If you make a question, please make it clear. In my belief, the word of God is God. There's nothing come first, nothing come after. John chapter 1, verse number 1. In the beginning it was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is the God. That's it. We don't have 2. We don't have 4. We don't have 5. We don't have Tawheed. The Word of God is God. The Word of God in the Quran is God, but it's not Allah. It is divine, but it's not Allah. It's not created, but it's not Allah. So how those people, they keep bragging about having Tawheed You did not even, did you unite between Allah and His word? No. So you don't believe in Tawheed. Tawheed is unification between at least 2 or 3. But do the Muslim unify Allah and His word? No. My friend Abel, I don't care if you are Christian or not. I answer you regardless who you are. Anyway. So when the Muslims, they try desperately, trying to find a miracle, they just get themselves busted again. Actually, I should finish now because I supposedly I will make it short. Let me make it play a little bit and finish it, and maybe we can get back on live again, so you guys can download it short.
And this is actually what the Prophet ﷺ is commanded to say. Both of these ayat mention the Tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which was alluded to with لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. Perhaps you will remember or reflect.
Hold on. How we will remember? I mean, look at the language miracle. We made it from everything pairs, so you might remember. Remember what? We was not there. What is the proof that Allah is the one who did that? We were there and we witnessed, now we will remember? To remember something happened, it have to be previously in our memory. We have to be witnesses. What is the proof that Allah, He did anything? Nothing. Remember what? How stupid is that? And then now we remember that the Quran said stupid things. As an example, did Allah create 2 kinds of water? Did Allah create 2 kinds of angels? 2 pairs of angels? Did Allah created male and female genie? Male and female shaitan? Isn't it you Muslim, you say that Iblis, when Allah created him and He sent him down to earth, Iblis has a penis in his right thigh and he has a vagina in his left thigh. And then when he want to have sex with himself, he shake his legs. So he do nikah by this to that. And then he laid 10 eggs, and from every egg 70 Satan and Shaitan come, which means the first Shaitan was created, he's male and female in the same time. And by the way, this is a story created by Muslims to solve the problem. Allah never said that. There's no male Shaitan, there's no female Shaitan. Yet in the Quran, the God of miracles, He said, are you going to worship Shaitan and his children? How Shaitan he got children? Did Allah created Shaitan Eve? Like the Eve of Adam? When you say that are you going to worship him and his children's, and then you never mention that you created male female Shaitan. You never even say that Shaitan is a male. Is Jibreel a male? If he's a male, that means there's a female Jibreel. Because there's no point to make male Jibreel if there's no female Jibreel. So the verse here is absolutely false, absolutely stupid. Not everything created in pairs. And if you read the interpretation, you will see the Muslims agree this is about male and female. And actually, even here, he is copying the Islamic interpretation. He used the word ajnas. Ajnas means sex. The sexual kind. Min jinsi shay. From the same kind. So it's not the opposite. من جنسه. If you are in the Egyptian, they say to you, جنسيته مصري. This is his kind, his citizenship. They are same people, same ethnic. Jins or ajnas can be about sex. So you have to be the same kind, not the opposite. So when we say خلقنا زوجين, he is saying we created from those two and two. And then he says to us here that those are two unique verses. Allah, he created things in pairs, and here we go, those are verses are pair. But this idiot, if you go right now and search for the same words he mentioning them here, you will find those repeated in the Quran many times.
And what he's commanded to say first is فَفِرُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ. So flee to Allah. I am to you from him a clear warner. So here, فِرُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ, flee to Allah. So we know that when somebody fears someone, they flee away from him, except for Allah.
Because he is the devil. Allah, he connected his name to the word فَفِرُّوا. Flee from. If we go and search the word فَفِرُّوا in the Quran, we will find it always running away from death. Running away from death. And Allah is saying to them, it doesn't matter where you run, I'm coming to you, which means I'm death. فَفِرُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ. So you run, you don't run, you are coming to me. Continue.
Subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we're afraid of him, we flee to him, because there's no escape.
There's no escape, exactly. There's no escape. Death. He is death. The God of death. Chapter 51. Oh, sorry. This is not the one we want. Here we go. Chapter 33, verse number 16. In farartum min al-maut. If you try to escape the death. Chapter 62, verse number 8. قُلْ إِنَّ الْمَوْتَ الَّذِي تَفَرُّونَ مِنْهُ. Always is connected to death, the word تَفَرُّون. And you cannot escape me. Me who? Allah. For I am death. So you run away from death. You cannot run away from death. You better run to me, because I am death and I am the only one. Actually, yeah, I mean, what only one? They have nothing, nowhere to escape. I am your death. But anyway, this guy here is trying to say to us that those two coming verses are unique. Sorry, not unique. They are made in pairs. It's about Tawheed, but they are in pairs. Let us see.
Because there's no other place to turn to. So, Tawheed is mentioned in this ayah. To turn to Allah. Repent to Allah. And the next ayah says, وَلَا تَجْعَلُوا مَعَ اللَّهِ إِلَهًا آخَرَ. And do not make as equal with Allah any deity.
Here you notice the stupidity of the language. How Allah is God, and then he says, don't make with Allah God. If Allah is the one who is talking, he should not say, don't make with Allah, for he is Allah. Obviously, the stupid writer, the author of the Quran, he always forget to switch from him as a writer about God to be the God talking. When you say, and don't make, when he say, and flee to Allah, what are you to Allah? Shouldn't you say flee to me? Don't the Muslim knew that the one who's speaking is Allah? So why you say flee to Allah? I can say flee to Jesus because I am not Jesus. If I am speaking about myself, I will say flee to me. when they speak about a language miracle, how that can be a miracle if this person keep talking about Allah as he is not Allah? And obviously he's not. And then how you say, don't make with Allah God, other God. By saying that, you just confirm that there's other gods. Don't make with Allah other God. You see, he's not saying don't worship. He said don't make with Allah. That's mean we made Allah and we made other gods. Taj'alu is making. So don't make with Allah. So we made Allah and now we can make other gods. How that can be a miraculous language? Let us continue what you want to say, so we can laugh more.
Would not bring another ilah, whatever it is. And then it says again,
Whatever it is.
Inni lakum minhu nadhirun mubin. Indeed, I am to you from him a clear warner.
Okay, hold on. Who is the one who's talking? The Muslim, they say Allah, right? Guess what? Guess what? This verse is the most stupid verse ever, because when he say to you, Inni lakum minhu nadhirun mubin, the Quran saying Muhammad is talking. But isn't it this verse is made by Allah? So how Muhammad is talking? Notice nowhere in the verses says that Allah, he said to Muhammad, say this, say this. No. The first verse, he was saying, from everything we created things in pairs. Okay, Allah is talking. And then said, so run to Allah, flee to Allah. Inni lakum minhu nadhirun mubin. I am a warner to you. Allah saying, I am a warner to you from him. Guys, the one who's talking is Allah. Allah, he said, Inni lakum minhu. I am to you from him. Warner. Who is talking? Allah. Allah is a warner from who? The Muslim will say the one here is talking is Muhammad, but Muhammad, he just received the verse. He's not the one who made the verse. How he is saying that? Who is the one who made this sentence? You Muslims, aren't you saying the Quran is a miracle? It's made by Allah? What, Lord, word by word? Okay. When Muhammad, he says, I am, if Muhammad is the one who's saying this, I am for you a warner. I am to you from him a clear warner. Who's talking? Here, the Muslim will switch, will say this is Muhammad. But this is mean Muhammad is the one who made this verse.
So you actually see something about these ayat. They're both talking about Tawheed, but from a different perspective. So they're actually complementary to one another. One talks about turning to Allah, and one of them talks about not making equal others with Allah. So it's as if these words which Allah commanded the Prophet ﷺ to say to his people are pairs. وَمِن كُلِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقْنَا
So Quran is
زَوْجَيْنِ.
created now.
Now what's also interesting about this ayah is this ending of both of them.
Happy ending.
They're exactly the same. And the way it's been constructed, this last section, is not the usual way that it should have been worded. Because here, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is actually speaking. So what you'd expect...
What? You know, sorry, we flipped the video. Guys, did he say that actually Rasulullah is talking? Did he say that? Did he say that
Yes.
actually? Guys, did you hear it? Actually, the one is talking, brothers and sisters, is Rasulullah. This is what I just said to you. How Allah is the one who made the Quran, and now you are saying to me that actually the one I is talking is Rasulullah. Listen and enjoy the comedy. Huh? Hold on. Oh boy. When I say stupidity is amazing, I don't know if I can describe it better. Who is the one who's talking? Rasulullah. Did you hear it? Muslim, did you hear it? Who is the one who's talking? Rasulullah. But I thought the Quran is the word of Allah. But the one who's talking is Rasulullah. So what we will do now? We prove that the Quran is not the word of Allah. It is involved the word of Muhammad, because the one is talking here is Rasulullah. Listen carefully.
They're exactly the same. And the way it's been constructed, this last section, is not the usual way that it should have been worded. Because here, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is actually speaking. So what you'd expect is, instead of saying inni lakum minhu nadhirun mubin, is inni lakum nadhirun mubin. Verily, I am to you a clear warner. But what's being mentioned extra, it's an unusual construction, is we have minhu being added. Inni lakum minhu nadhirun mubin. From him. Now, we have a scholar actually, Fakhruddin al-Razi, he has a tafsir. He actually mentions this point. He says that putting the minhu is you're actually indicating the source of the message.
Thank you
it was
very
not
much.
Created.
Guys, indicating what? The source of the message. The source of the message. But who is the one who's talking? Muhammad. So the message is what is previously. The last sentence is Muhammad making Quran. Inni lakum minhu nadhirun mubin. Who is talking? We heard the guy saying, the messenger of Allah. Muslims, have you ever heard of such a stupid book like this? How the Quran is word by word from Allah, and then we heard this Muslim saying the one is talking is Rasulullah. Listen to it again carefully.
They're exactly the same. And the way it's been constructed, this last section, is not the usual way that it should have been worded. Because here, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is actually speaking.
Because here, actually, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is speaking. Because here, actually, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is actually speaking. Because here, actually, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam actually speaking. So how you say this is the word of Allah if the one who is here is speaking is Rasulullah? I will tell you why the Muslim, they have to come with this conclusion. Because it's so stupid to say this is Quran coming from Allah, and yet he say, Inni lakum nadhirun mubin. I am for you a warner. Because that will make Allah himself a messenger. The stupid who made the Quran, he forgot to switch. He should say, and you are for them a warner, not I am for them a warner. Muhammad making Quran, and Muhammad saying to them, don't worship someone beside Allah as God. I am for you a warner. That makes sense, because the one who's talking is Muhammad. So now we understand why the verse saying don't make with Allah, because if Allah is talking, he should not say make with Allah, he should say don't make with me, for he is Allah. But because the one who fabricated this verse is Muhammad, he said don't make with Allah another God. I am for you. And we heard the Muslim admitting that this is Muhammad talking. I am for you a warner from him. If we accept that the one is talking here is Allah, that means Allah is a warner from him. Him who? This is why we laugh at your miracles. And this is why we believe your miracles is the most stupid thing ever. And your book is the most stupid book ever. And not only that, this guy, he continues saying that those are unique verses, or let us say created in pairs. But if we go and we do a little search in the Quran, we will find that those verses appeared many times, at least 4 times in the Quran. So how they are in pairs? Are they? No, they are not. But this is not really important for me. I mean, they are in pairs or not. I mean, do we have male shaitan and female shaitan? Do we have male genie and female genie? Do we have male Jibreel and female Jibreel? So when you say we made everything in pairs, this is stupid. Inni lakum nadhirun mubin. Inni lakum nadhirun mubin. Inni lakum nadhirun mubin. And all those inni lakum nadhirun mubin confirm that the one who wrote the Quran, like you see here, it says, قَالَ يَا قَوْمْ إِنِّي لَكُمْ نَذِيرٌ مُبِينٌ. That makes sense, because he is saying, not Allah saying supposedly. But here in chapter 51, verse number 51, the one who is quoting this verse for us, this idiot, he just confirmed to us that the one is talking is Muhammad in this part of this verse. Which means, if this is true, that means Muhammad, he added that sentence at least to the chapter. If the one is talking is Allah, and he stopped here, and the one who is talking from the other side, let us highlight, is Muhammad is starting from here. That means the Quran is a mix between the word of Allah, the author is two, Muhammad and Allah. But no way Allah is the one saying that. First, we don't believe in Allah anyway, but it says it clearly, don't make with Allah other God. Allah, if he is talking, he will say, don't make with me, worship me alone. And then he continues saying, I am for you a warner. The same sentence here. The same sentence here. But in those two things, you know, in those two phrases here, those two chapters, 51:50 and 51:51, both of them, they are a problem, because here Allah did not say to Muhammad, say I am for you a warner. We heard the Muslims saying, actually the one here is talking is Muhammad. You heard it. I will play it again if you did not hear it. Shall I play it again? Because maybe some Muslims are going to play deaf now. The one is talking actually who? Listen carefully. It's not me who said that. Who is the one who's talking actually?
Constructed this last section is not the usual way that it should have been worded. Because here, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is actually speaking. So what you'd expect is, instead of saying inni lakum minhu nadhirun mubin, is inni lakum nadhirun mubin. Verily, I am to you a clear warner. But what's been mentioned extra, it's an unusual construction, is we have minhu being added. Inni lakum minhu nadhirun mubin. From him. Now, we have a scholar actually.
Do you hear it? I should make a song about this. Who is the one who's talking actually?
Minhu being added. Inni lakum nadhirun mubin. Verily, I am to you a clear warner. But what's been mentioned, so what you'd expect is, instead of saying inni lakum minhu nadhirun mubin, is inni, that to say to his people are pairs. وَمِن كُلِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقْنَا زَوْجَيْنِ. Now what's also interesting about this ayah is this ending of both of them.
Yeah, the happy ending.
They're exactly the same. And the way it's been constructed, this last section, is not the usual way that it should have been worded. Because here, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is actually speaking. So what you'd expect is, instead of saying inni lakum minhu nadhirun mubin, is inni lakum nadhirun mubin. Verily, I am to you a clear warner. But what's been mentioned extra, it's an unusual construction, is we have minhu being added.
I mean, how stupid this language is. Listen, how I'm going to say to you, I am to you a warner, without saying I'm warner from who? As long you mention Allah, you eat it. You speak Arabic, you teach Arabic. You have to mention from who. Because minhu, go back to Allah, you donkey. Who is the one who taught you Arabic? Minhu. Go to who? هذا ضمير يعود على الله. From him. Him who? Allah. So it is a must to mention. If you don't put it there, the statement, the Arabic statement will be stupid. How you gonna say I am a warner from him? Shouldn't you say him who? It says already. So he's saying this is unique. What is unique about it? If I say to you, if I come to your door and I say to you I'm warner from him, aren't you going to ask me him who? The information is short. You cannot say warner from him. You should say from who? So look what they make a miracle. But anyway, he admitted and he said it clearly. Actually, the one is talking is the Prophet of Allah. And I love it very much. We will be back live on air. Maybe in 30 minutes from now, I will make another topic. Please download this video immediately as soon as it's ready. Share it with your friends. Put it in your channel. Let everybody laugh at the scientific miracle of the Quran. And again, I want to say to this guy, thank you for helping me with the word thumma, because you made me able to make many Muslims leave Islam by your explanation, because we got them busted lying about how Allah and when Allah created the sky. Thumma. Who's next? Thank you everyone for being here. This is your brother Christian Prince was with you. Humbly, we got Allah busted every time we go live. I will see what topic will be next. I don't know, half hour. You know what? We will let us make it later at night. You know, so people in Indonesia can join us too. This one is enough. Let us give them time to watch it. I will have a live podcast later, maybe in 6 or 7 hours from now or something like this. Until then, or maybe 8 hours, we will see. Until then, I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you all. As you see, the linguistic miracle of the Quran is the most funny, stupid dummy. We created everything in pairs. Yeah, there's 2 Christian Prince. And there's 2 genie. And there's 2 angels. There's Jibreel and Jibrila. Female Jibreel and male Jibreel. Isn't the Quran was making fun of people who saying, you made the angels females? You made the angels females. Okay, hold on. There's a problem in the text. Here we go. You made with the angels female, brother. How you do that? Chapter 17, verse number 40. Allah saying, do you make with the angels, do you make the angels females, you idiot? Huh? And look at the first translation here. It says, do you take the daughters, you know, like, what is the angels are female? Doesn't say that. In Arabic it says that. Change the translator. Just to show you how everything will change in a second. Just change the translation, the translator, and you will see. Here we go. Look. Look. Where is the word females? There's no females. I don't see the word females. But in Arabic it says, وَاتَّخِذَ مِنَ الْمَلَائِكَ إِنَاثًا. Inathan, where is the word female is gone? Change the translator, hold on. Just to show you the joke of those people. They have no dignity when they translate. The word females is gone. Let us see Big Tal. What a joke, man. Look, the word female appeared. It's a miracle. It was missing in the previous translation. Are you taking females? Are you making the angels are females? You see it? The angels in Islam are not females. Let us read more. Chapter 37, that will make it more clear that there's no female angels. Or did we create angels females? So how Allah created from everything male, pairs, male and female? When you say we created everything, it's mean everything. Do you know what everything mean? Everything mean there's nothing is as an exception. Nothing, period. So when the Quran says we created from everything, as this verse here saying, and of all things we created two mates. This is the translation he chose for us. Read it. And of all things we created two mates. You know what mates mean? Male and female. Suddenly the verses after it is male and female too. I mean, you are the one who chose the translation mates. So we created from everything two mates, male and female. But is the genie male and female? Is shaitan male and female? Is Jibreel male and female? Is bacteria male and female? Is everything really male and female? This verse alone is enough to prove to us that the one who made the Quran is a certified idiot. If you don't agree with me, leave a comment. Please don't forget to download the video. We will not keep it here for long. And add subtitles, share it with your language, your people, and let us laugh at Allah and His miracles. Thank you. May the Lord bless you all. And again, I am your humble brother, Christian Prince, who Allah taught him best. All the knowledge coming from Allah. I mean, who can? That's all knowledge, but Allah is all knowledgeable. Yes, there is male Jibreel and female Jibreel. Allah created from everything male, female and male. Yeah, and then He created two and two. Two and two. May Allah two to you. What a crazy nation. Thank you. God bless you. Islam make you crazy and you lost your mind. Take care.